Welcome back to another episode of One Reflect. I appreciate all of you been here. I really do. I hope you're all having a great week so far. It's Wednesday already. Like I said, time just keeps going by faster every day, it seems like. Now we're in May, and it feels like the beginning of the year was just yesterday when we were celebrating New Year's and Christmas and all of that. So you know what? It's fine. We're still alive, thankfully. We got to be grateful for all of that. So, can't really complain much. We're still here, we're still thriving, and that's what matters. Um, I had a good week. I had a busy week actually. My Saturday, I had an event by Santa Rosa. Someone reached out to me on what was it? I think it was Facebook. Yeah, Facebook on Facebook and asked if I could bartend at their event, and of course I agree. Uh, but it was good. So I'm not even sure what the event was about because to me it seemed like it was more like a baptism or a first communion or something related to church because of the cake style they had, which the cake looked delicious. Um, but I'm not really sure. And I always ask them, "Hey, what's the theme of the party or what's the occasion?" And this time, I completely forgot. The property owner did never mention it, so I didn't even think to ask either. So, anyways, it was still a very nice party. The homeowners, they were really nice people. They treated me well. Their kids were nice as well. They were so welcoming and so willing to help with anything. They kept coming by and saying, "Hey, do you need anything? Do you need anything?" and so on. And I mean, very nice people. So I'm extremely grateful to them for that. And their guests were really really nice as well. It's I mean, they all seemed like they were enjoying the party and they were having fun singing. It was just a great time from what it seemed like. They had a bunch of nice snacks and the food smelled delicious, so it was good. One thing I kept getting complimented on was the drinks. So I had three choices, which was a michelada, a paloma, and a margarita de fresa, and the most popular drink was a paloma. I didn't even make one single michelada. Nobody asked for it, but they kept asking for the paloma and the margaritas. But the paloma was the star of the night. The paloma was the star of the night. People kept getting it. They said it tasted delicious. I got several compliments of people coming by and saying, "You know what? I've gotten this drink from other places like bars or other events, and it's never tasted this good." So that made me feel good. And like I said before, I always put effort into my drinks. So I think it shows. I don't just put all the ingredients in one cup and let it be. I actually put that extra effort into it, and it pays off. It pays off because I mean, people kept coming back for it. They loved it, so that's a good sign. But other than that, I also had another thing this week. I had a meeting with my nephew at the church because he's asking for me to be his godfather. I was just surprised. I was just like, "Why do you want me to be your godfather?" I don't get it. And I think back then, because I've been asked to be some a godfather for six other nephews that I have. I never really paid as much attention. I was just like, okay, well, I mean, they're asking me to be their godfather. I didn't really see any value in it. I was just like, geez, why so many of you? And I didn't really give it as much value. But now this time, I kind of started thinking about it. I'm like, what's the reason behind it? Why do you guys want me to be your godfather? Like, I just don't understand. You guys have so many other options. Why me? Like, why me? Why would you choose me, right? And I asked my nephew. I was just like, you know what? Hey, question. Like, why did you decide you wanted me to be your godfather instead of, I don't know, someone else, another uncle? Because you have so many. And he said, "Oh, cause you're a cool uncle. You're the cool uncle, and we like you, and I choose you." So I mean, it just made me realize that this is more important than I thought before. because this kid, along with all the other ones, thought that I was a good choice. So, from what I understand, it doesn't seem like it was their parents' choice for me to be their godfather, but it was more of their choice where they decided, hey, I want him. I want him to be my godfather, and that's a great thing. It's a blessing, as they say. It's a huge, huge blessing. So I'm extremely grateful and thankful at the fact that they chose me to be their godfather, and I'm excited to do this now. I'm very excited. My nephew, he's just a an angel. He's so sweet. He's a sweet kid. Um, I had the class with them, and his teacher was just complimenting about how gracious he is. He's a sweet guy. So I'm extremely grateful and thankful for this. And also, when we had the meeting with the teacher kept mentioning, "Hey, this is not a little thing where you decide, hey, okay, sure, I'll do this. I'll do this because they're asking me to do it, but rather, it's a blessing. If you commit yourself to do this and actually become a good guide for your godchild, it's gonna be a huge impact on their life. So it's bigger than I expected, and I mean I'm just extremely grateful that they keep choosing me. Now at this point in my life, I'm more grateful. Back then, I was not as conscious of what I was doing. And I was just like, okay, not another one. No, not another one. And now I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So thank God for this. Um, and one last thing I want to share. I was talking to someone, and they mentioned to me something that just got stuck in my head again, which I've heard this before, but now it's like, oh geez, it keeps repeating itself. I got to do something about it. They told me you got to get closer to God because that's what's going to help you with any issues that you may have. If you get closer to God, you'll become happier. Your problems will not necessarily minimize, but they will not hurt you or affect you as much if you get closer to God. So I keep failing at the point where I'm not necessarily going to church or I'm not praying as much as I should, and I think I need to go back to it. I need to go back to it because I do think that getting closer to God, it's a big support that backs you up when you're down. So, uh, just a thought. Anyways, thank you all for listening again. I hope you're all having a great evening and happy Wednesday. Take care. Bye bye.